Ho, 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 ho. I'm back. Again, I do not own any rights to this music. I had so much fun listening to the podcast that I did earlier. Again, check out my website at www.hairdayempire.com. Use your coupon code for 10%. The coupon code is HDE10. Again, I want to thank all of my followers for following my Instagram, Facebook, Hair Day Empire pages. Also, thank you for the support from all of my supporters that are buying from the site and inquiring about what's going on, sharing my posts. Thank you so much for that. I came back on here, like I said, because I had such a good time with the last podcast, right? So I came back just to keep going over some other new things that I came across in the last couple of hours. So, anyways, let's see. This is kind of old, but Cardi B claps back at makeup artist. So I saw the video of this makeup artist. She is basically saying that Cardi B was the client from hell. Again, we all have our bitchy moments, especially if you're a superstar and a diva. You're going to want to be particular about what you're looking like before you go out to these people. So, Cardi B has done a great job of, keeping up with her looks and her fashion and things like that. So I'm really proud of her for that. But she clapped back at the makeup artist, saying that the girl was late, blase, blase, blah. Another subject that's coming up a lot is that Cardi B supposedly made this diss record for Nicki Minaj, and she said it's fake shit. I'm kind of looking for, the super duper diss record for Nicki Minaj. The guest is B Royalty, who is actually my son, and he's calling in to join us today. Say hi to the listeners.
Hey everybody, what's up?
All right. So I'm good, son. I love you. I'm going to talk about a sensitive subject since he called in while we were talking about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. So let me tell you, B Royalty, Brandon to me, he is a die-hard Nicki Minaj fan or whatever. So he gets offended when I talk about this young lady. But, Nicki Minaj is, she's a super bitch. And lately, I have been finding I have newfound respect for this young lady. I'm glad that she is speaking out, even though I feel like she dry snitched on Cardi B on Queen Radio. Shout out to Queen Radio. I do listen to it, okay? But I feel like she dry snitched on Cardi when she was talking about the girls supposedly getting jumped at I forget the name of the strip club, but at the strip club in Queens, and that led Cardi B to turning herself in because supposedly they heard the radio show and the state, I guess, is trying to pick up some charges on Cardi B, saying that she had her dogs attack. But anyway, Nicki Minaj made that known on Queen Radio. Next thing you knew, Cardi was going into the precinct looking like Marilyn Monroe. Shout out to her for that. So, Brandon, what is your take on all of this stuff?
Well, with shout out to Nicki Minaj, that's one. And I feel that just because Nicki Minaj said it on Queen Radio, I feel like it would have gotten out there anyway, because I did hear about the situation before that episode that came out, and I feel that.
I mean, we all knew about it. We all heard about it, but it was like she was going in on Queen Radio, like these girls are scared to leave the house. They're scared to go to. They can't even go to work. Like she's like doing the most. So I don't know. Somebody snitched. But go ahead.
Right. But I honestly feel like Cardi B shouldn't have felt any type of way. Because the reason why Cardi B had a problem with these two strippers is because they were having, like, they were stripping on her husband Offset. And Cardi B didn't like that. So I heard she cracked the bottle on their head. Am I right?
No, what happened was they was in a club. The Migos was performing. Cardi B was there with some of her friends, and they saying that her friend kind of snitched too, because Cardi had her friend not said something, Cardi B wouldn't have been turning herself in. So it's between Nicki Minaj kind of dry snitching when they picked up the friend, because the friend actually did a video on YouTube saying that Cardi didn't order no attack. She said something about the girl, and then the girl said that she threw a bottle or did something to them or whatever. So they called the girl in for questioning, and the girl said something that prompted for Cardi B to have to turn herself in. Something like that. I might have it wrong. Don't get me wrong. All this is alleged shit.
So, I don't know. I feel like it's just famous that you shouldn't lead yourself in situations like that, especially if you're in the public eye and you're at the highest peak of your career. And shout out to Cardi B also. I'm not just going to hate on her because her success is very bright and is progressing each day. So, but I just don't like the fact that, like, let's take it back to Fashion Week.
Right.
When she was trying to attack Nicki, I feel that is like showing that you're not really ready for the level that you're going at, to me.
Well, I gotta stop you right there. I don't necessarily agree with that, because, I mean, whether Nicki Minaj supposedly said something or agreed to some comments, you know, about her baby or whatever she was attacking her for. But this was kind of like a long time coming, Brandon, because let's just think about this. Think about your mother here, okay? If somebody, and we were just talking about this earlier, if somebody keeps on picking and digging and throwing shots and doing stuff, and we don't know the things that were going on behind the scenes too. All this Nicki stop my bag bullshit. You know, I'm sure that each one of these ladies had probably done something to get that person to be able not be able to perform, or, you know, Nicki does have some clout with a lot of clout with a lot of people in the music business, longer than Cardi B. And, you know, she probably did go out there and say, oh, don't fuck with Cardi or whatever, I don't like her. And probably Cardi might have did the same thing, vice versa. But everybody has been saying the same thing about Nicki Minaj in the last however long. She's had beef with everybody. So I just think what happened at Fashion Week was, and like Cardi said in her article that she did with Rolling Stone and another magazine, she said that you know she's a big star. Both her and Nicki are big stars, and it's not like they're gonna run into each other at the grocery store so she could pop off on her then. So Fashion Week or the gala, whatever that was that they were at, that was her chance to do what she had to do. So now, if you didn't notice, Brandon, did you see the BET Hip Hop Awards the other night?
Yes.
Okay, so you noticed that Nicki was not there.
Yes, and I feel like that's
because she don't want the smoke. I mean, I think that was a smart idea for her not to come. I mean, if she didn't want the smoke, but Nicki Minaj didn't come because I don't even think she got nominated for anything, was going to win any awards. So I guess she feel like she don't got to, be anywhere. That's just how I looked at it. But I bet she won't do that shit again.
I feel like, okay, so one thing that I do know is that there is no proof that Nicki liked anything about her.
That's true.
Or, so it's like you can't believe everything you hear. Mm-hmm. You have to go off of what you see.
Right.
Because, like, what if Nicki never did that? And let me say something too.
Yeah, but that's why I said, sorry, but that's why I said what I said. It wasn't just about the child thing. They just had a lot of tension going on from the get-go, and Cardi dropped that baby, and she probably was talking shit the whole time she was pregnant, like, yeah, wait till I had this baby when I see that bitch is on site. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just what happened, but go ahead.
Yes. So when More Than Sport had came out, with Migos, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B. Migos, it was going to be a song with just the Migos and Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
And the Migos asked Nicki Minaj, like, oh, can Cardi be on this song? Nicki Minaj said yes. So that, right there, I feel like Cardi should know, like, oh, okay, like, maybe, like, what I'm hearing isn't really true, and, stuff like that. Because I know if I didn't like anybody, I wouldn't want them to be on the phone with me.
Right.
And especially if I'm really big, like how she is, and I know that this person is going to get a lot, like some of my fans, like I'm basically sharing fans.
Mm-hmm.
So, when that song had came out, Nicki Minaj promoted that song like a lot. She played it when she went to the club. She posted it 1,000 times on Instagram, but Cardi B only posted Motorsport like twice.
Mm-hmm.
And each of those times, she never was like, oh, she doesn't have to thank Nicki Minaj,
right?
But at least be like, oh, like she did. She shouted out to Migos, oh, thank you. But she never did that with Nicki Minaj, and that's something that I noticed myself.
Right.
That I was like,
but don't you think? But don't you think Karma is a bitch? This is the same thing that Little Kim was talking about when Nicki Minaj came out. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, yeah, Kim, but it was very vague. And then, but she was really hating on the low. It just seems like, and again, I have a new kind of found respect for Nicki Minaj, so I'm not trying to be difficult about this. But if you can't take what you dish out, she needs to sit her ass down. Like, Nicki Minaj is a bad bitch. She's pretty. She can rap. She's got super duper swag. Like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with her, but, the way she came out, disrespectful, she should have paid homage to Little Kim, Remy Ma, or whoever else, other women rappers, Salt and Pepper, like Queen Latifah, whoever. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't do that.
She did.
Brandon, she did not.
She said it, I'm telling you. Because I would never forget this. Because there was this interview, right? And this interview was really famous. When you remember that song that Remy Ma had made when her and her was beefing, called Sheepa?
Yeah.
In that song, before the song started, you hear Nicki Minaj saying, no, fuck you, free Remy.
Yeah.
Right? In that same interview, they asked her, who are 5 female artists that inspired you, like, to get where you are today? This is 2006, 7.
Mm-hmm.
And she listed Remy Ma,
Lauryn Hill, yeah, I heard of that. Mm-hmm.
Right? And she said it in more than one interview. And she just recently talked about an interview that she did with Genius. That, how many interviews am I going to say, like, this person is...
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I feel like people just take that to the head. Because if you think about it, Little Kim had beef with Eve, Remy.
When did she have beef with Eve?
Everybody.
She did not have no beef with no Remy.
That song, I Came Back For You, was for Eve.
What?
She had beef with Remy because on the radio station on Hot 97, she was like, because they were talking about Remy. You know how like they bring Nicki Minaj up when she's in an interview. Like, it was like that. So in the interview, Little Kim said, "Oh yeah, so I asked my boys on a hard night, you going with the transvestite or Remy Martin?" And she was like, "Yeah, they said they going with the transvestite." Like, you know.
What
like,
song was this? Because I never heard that.
Okay, so the song for Eve is called "I Came Back to You," and then there's an interview on Hot 97 with Little Kim, and she's talking about Remy, and they had beef before too. I think she made a song for her. So Little Kim had beef with everybody. Like,
she ain't never had no beef with Remy Ma. She ain't never made no song about her, and Eve ain't never even been in the same sentence. And you know I'm a Little Kim die-hard fan. Never have I heard about any beef. Maybe they didn't fuck with each other, but they didn't have any beef between each other where there were songs made. And that song, I Came Back For You, I know that song, that was not for no Eve. They weren't even in the same category, like as far as women rappers. Like, that was never a beef.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. But anyway, it's a whole lot of stuff going on out here in the industry between all rappers. I mean, there's always some beef or something with somebody. It just seems like this Nicki Minaj, Cardi B thing kind of went too far. But it looks like Cardi B, after, she got the knot on her head, had to turn herself in. It looks like she didn't pipe down some, and she's just, concentrating on her husband and her baby. And, how come I didn't know that Cardi B and Offset were secretly married? I thought they were still engaged. Did you know that?
I never knew that.
Yeah, they just had their year anniversary, I think, last week. But they did get married and sick. I think everybody is just I think everybody's just finding out though.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But I didn't know that they were married. I thought that they were still engaged, but then it was like last week or the week before last, it was like they have this picture where the lady, I guess it was the preacher that was marrying them, they were holding hands, and then it just came out that they had been married for a year already. Yeah. So, I mean, that's cool. Congratulations to them on the late marriage thing. What else? Let's see what else we got to talk about here. Hold on, let me go through my current events section on the phone. So, Brandon. In a minute, I'm going to have you kick some type of freestyle, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What did you think? But before we go into that, you saw the BET Hip Hop Awards, right?
Yeah, some of it.
So, your mother's a little older now, and I don't know a lot about these new rappers that I was seeing performing on the Music Awards. Now, I'm not saying that the new rappers don't deserve a spot to perform on the award shows. And the songs that I did hear, I've heard them before, but I'm not a big radio listener. Like, I'm straight like Apple Music. I listen to what I want. I like old school rap. I like, new school rap. I like, I like Nicki. I like Cardi. Of course, Remy Ma. But I'm more of an old school, between New York and Atlanta rappers. Like, I just, you know, shout out to Florida, but I'm not on this Florida shit. This Florida music, I just don't like it. Like, I just can't do it. But, what did you think about the awards?
Cardi B's performance is the one that I, like, fully watched.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. I felt like there was no need to twerk that hard for that long, but
excuse me. I've seen Nicki do way worse. Cut it out.
no.
Brandon.
Cardi B be doing some other stuff on the stage.
But she didn't even twerk that much, though.
She was on all fours.
Well, yeah.
The whole verse was working.
Yeah, she did that. I wasn't mad at her. I wish that she would have performed the whole Get Up 10 song, because you know that's my song.
Yeah.
I would have rather her did that. But Back It Up is like her new, well, it's not her single, it's that guy, what is his name? Partisan, somebody. Anyway, so I guess that was his chance to, you know, get his car, you know, his little rocks off with the song. So I'm trying to say if I don't think I could play a beat while I'm on the phone with you. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't know if I could do like the podcast and the beat too. Oh yeah, we can. All right, cool. Hold on, let me fix it up.
You know the beat I want, right?
No. Which one?
I told you on the phone earlier.
Bluetooth cancelled.
The one we was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
The instrument.
Okay. Let's pulling it up now. Shout out to Castle Hill, Bronx, BX. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Shout out to Florida. That's where I'm at. And you guys don't forget to go to www.hairdayempire.com for all your beauty supply needs. Contact me for your virgin hair. I actually have a website coming up for the virgin hair alone that I'm gonna try to connect it with the regular Hair Day Empire, so you guys aren't just going through two different sites. Let me see. We don't have. Hold on. Oh no, we didn't. I thought we stopped taping. My bad if the live went silent for a minute. I'm not really sure. I was trying to find the instrumental for B Royalty, but it looks like he's gonna have to kick this freestyle kind of acapella like.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and bust some shots off. All right, Brendan, whenever you're ready, honey.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet of the songs I've been working on.
And listen. I want you to speak nice and clear into the phone so we can hear what you're saying clearly. So go ahead and spit that for me, okay?
Alright. This is a song I've been working on. It's called Bees Wrath. And yeah, let me see. The Boogie down Bronx is my neck of the woods. Just because I'm gay, you niggas got it misunderstood. Every time you see me, pussy, you scared, you shook. Copping the plea. When I win a fight, you booked. Been doing this rapping shit. You just a rook. Started looking good. Now niggas know a nigga. I'ma get to the money, talking 6 figures. Niggas say not stupid. I been figured. Was in the shelter 4 years. Didn't have nothing. Now I'm working on my grind. I gotta be something. Yeah, I changed, but don't press that old button. Was a bum, no money. Now I stay stunting. Trust. No one quick to get up and go. When I step on the stage, nigga, I turn up the show. Book me now. Ain't much longer till I blow. If I'm coming for your head, you better get real low. I be blowing mad gas like I'm riding a bike. Speeding in that brand new, you can catch that hype. I can rap that this axe. Can't wait to see them racks. If you talk shit, don't get smacked. I talk down, don't get back.
Whoa, book him now, he said. Book him now.
Mad pain, don't feel shit. Get packed, no bus trips. Those shots you duck quick. I look like I just hit a lick. You want beef, it's your pick. I'm up down, look sick. Broke niggas always talk shit. Just trying to get to them stacks. When I get in, it's a rap. 14 in the traps. But I knew better than that. Started bugging at a young age. Nigga, I was on the rampage. Now I'm on the explore page. Can't wait to see tour days. Most of these niggas need a pad. Can't fuck with my flag. Only hang around bad bitches. You broke niggas could never bag.
Shout out to B Royalty. He's giving it to y'all raw, whether y'all like it or not. He said, book him now. We waiting. Hit me up. Call me. Text me. Call him. Text him. Y'all listening out there? I'm telling you, my kid is nice. Hit him up. Thank you so much for that, B Royalty. That shit was pretty hot. You getting nice. You getting nice, kid. You getting real nice. Let's go ahead and drop the thunderstorm on him. That's what's up. If you want to book my kid, hit me up on my email, davina440 at icloud.com. Hit me up on my jack 754-900 3267 if y'all want to hear more from B Royalty. Yeah, he's out here. He's in the Bronx. He's representing the Bronx. He up there in Castle Hill, and he's doing his thing. So we still got a good 15 minutes left on this broadcast, Brandon. What do you think? This is something fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really doing it, and we talking about stuff. And let's see. I'm gonna go. Let's see what else I've been coming across. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on my day off. I be on here, and one thing that's coming up a lot on my YouTube feed is a lot of Illuminati shit. So let's talk about it. What's your take on the Illuminati, Brandon?
Oh, God. I just hope, me as an underground rapper, that it is not true, because then I'm just going to have to say underground rapper.
You said, I'm sorry, what?
I said, me as an underground rapper, I hope that it's not true.
What?
Because that the Illuminati is not true.
Oh, okay.
And if it is true, then, you know, mostly in the Illuminati, they say that you have to sacrifice something to get what you want, like the fame and riches and stuff like that.
Right.
And I feel like if I have to do that just to get where I want to be, then I would have to just stay where I'm at, because I feel like I don't know. My take on it is very kind of overwhelming, because it kind of makes one of people stop perfecting their craft because they're scared, you know.
Right.
Hopefully it's not true.
Right.
I've been watching that with my older sister since I was younger, you know, details about it and stuff like that.
let me say it. Well, my take on it is that it's kind, to me, it's kind of like a thing of, if you believe in it, then yes, it could be true if that's something that you know, get down with. I've done over the years, I've done, you know, my research, but we never know, you know, what it really is, because me personally, like, nobody that I know, and even if they were, we just wouldn't know if it's true or if it's something that exists or not. You know what I'm saying? I believe that if it did exist, um, it's only among you know, a certain group of people, and it is a secret society. So whatever some of these things that are being put out here, it could be true, and it couldn't, and it doesn't have to be true either. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their own beliefs and their own thing that they're into. Um, you know, I'm not knocking them or, you know, anything like that, because we don't know what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get too deep into that, but that's just something that I've been coming across on my timeline. Now, on the awards the other night, BET Hip Hop Awards 2018, there was a thing that they were talking about on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to them, because I watch a lot of their videos almost every day. Vic Mensa, even though I've heard the name, but I have no idea who this guy is. When he did his freestyle on the cypher, which all the ciphers were whack to me. He said something about XXX Tentacion, R.I.P.
Right.
And then he released some type of video after the fact, because I think that they recorded the cypher way before the kid died. And then he said something about your favorite rapper is a rapist or something like that in the freestyle. And then he made a video after the BET Awards were actually recorded, because he said, you know, something negative about him, and dude's mom was in the audience. So he sounded like the empathy. But I really don't think anybody gave a fuck or even noticed that he said anything. Because when they did the room report on the Breakfast Club, they played the freestyle back, and you didn't even understand what the fuck he was saying. So we'll move on from that. What do you think about that?
I hear a lot of people say that, and when I hear that, usually it's about 6ix9ine, because when 6ix9ine first started coming out.
Yeah, no, I think X is what they call him. He's actually from Florida. I heard that he was abused his girlfriend. I don't think he raped anybody. I think he abused her. Okay.
Yeah, but they call, because 6ix9ine was on Suspect also talking about it, and Hot 97, I think. And he was like, yeah, they do that, but it's crazy because I was 17 and I was dating a 13-year-old, but I didn't know she was 13, and also I was a child myself.
Who said that?
6ix9ine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I seen the interview he did with Angie Martinez.
Yeah, and I was like, but you know, girls do lie about their age and stuff like that, especially if you know how girls are. Some girls, I'm not gonna say all girls, because I have respect for my women.
Right.
That some girls are really money hungry and, you know, do anything to get some clout or for somebody famous like that.
Right. So. Right. True. Okay. What else? All I see is Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. Again. Let's see. Okay, I see something here in the room. Oh no, that's a long time ago. What do you think about what's your take on Kanye and
I feel like
his supposed coonery?
I feel like he is confused
Mm.
in many ways. Only because he was talking a lot of stuff about the president, stuff like that in songs, like most rappers are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was all like kind of buddy like Kiki, like he was like supporting Trump, like if Trump was with us, is a father he never had,
Right.
So
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. That was a little.
that was kind of confusing with that kid. But he has been saying some also. I don't know.
Well, Kanye, like I said in my last podcast, he's not. His elevator does not go all the way up to the top, and I think everybody knows that. Everybody agrees on that. He does have the bipolar or whatever situation going on. I fuck with Kanye. Like, I'm not mad at him. If that's the way he wants to think and if that's how he feels, who are we, to judge him for that? Okay, he likes the president. Most people don't. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, somebody liked him in the beginning for him to even make it to the motherfucking office. But
right.
I respect Kanye and Kim Kardashian. I respect them because what other rapper and his wife, both famous, were able to get next to the president and actually make something happen or hear out their ideas and actually do something about it. Like I said in my last podcast, they got that lady out of jail. She was doing all that time in there. I don't know if she actually did the crime or not, but I believe she had too long of a sentence for whatever it is that she was in there answering to. Like, people are missing, I believe, the big picture. And Kanye...
They're really focused on the negatives, and that's what everybody...
Exactly. So, people are not looking at that. Like, that could have been your mother, your sister, your aunt, that, they got Trump to, pardon or whatever whatever he did to let this lady out of jail. And I think that that's a good thing. And that's one of the main things that Kanye has been talking about. Like, prison reform, our jobs are our jobs here in the United States. And, I'm not prejudiced by any way, shape, or form. But how many years have us as Americans, white, black, have said, oh, these Mexicans are here taking our jobs, and we don't have jobs, and we don't have this, and we don't have that. I mean, the way Trump is going about it, I feel like it's wrong. Like, you can't send everybody back to Mexico and build the wall and make them pay for it. I think that's such bullshit. But, it should be rules as to, if you're going to be here in the United States, you need to make sure that you're an official U.S. citizen before you're out here taking, people's jobs that actually belong to us. And I mean us by Americans that are legal U.S. citizens. So, that's where I'm at on that. But we're not going to get too much into politics. But I'm not hating on Kanye. I'm not. Let's see, we got about 5 minutes. Is there anything that you want to talk about?
Let's talk about, I was talking about with my friend earlier, like, what's the difference between a rapper and a lyricist? Like a lyricist. And I said that a rapper is somebody that can or is willing to work with somebody to make music of their own. And me personally, even though I'm not a big artist or anything like that, I feel that I need to write my craft because it's mine. So I'm telling you a story every time I'm rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what do I look like letting somebody else write what I, want to put out there? I don't really like. That's a rapper. I like to write my stuff. I like to take my time with what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do put it out, people are not bored by it and want to listen to it on their way to work, school, or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel the difference between a rapper and a lyricist?
A rapper and a lyricist. I think all rappers are, well, let me before I say that. I think all rappers are lyricists, whether they're bad lyricists or good lyricists. Rappers are lyricists because you're using lyrics to create a song. So if you ask me what's the difference between a rapper and I don't know. Like a rapper, a lyricist. A rapper is a lyricist. I mean, you have to use lyrics to rap. So I really don't see that there will be any difference. Now, whether you're good or bad, that's what the difference would be. So, yeah. So what do you think about that?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like that every artist is a lyricist in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I look at that. Well, we have like a little under 3 minutes left on the podcast. I really enjoyed this. I will be putting out more podcasts. I actually just had to come back tonight and do another one because I enjoyed the first one. I actually played it back before I put it up on my YouTube channel. What is my YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is... let me see. And Brandon, make sure you tell your people that you are on this podcast tonight. I don't know the name of my
Is there any way?
Oh, Davina. It's my name, Davina. Really. Davina really. It's through my Gmail account. It's DAVINA 335 at gmail.com. If you're looking for me on YouTube, it's just my name, Davina really, RILLIE. Thank you so much, B Royalty, for joining into the podcast tonight. I really enjoyed you. I enjoyed your freestyle and your conversation, of course, son. And you know I love you. And I love all my podcast listeners. Don't forget to go check out the www.hairdayempire.com for all of your beauty supply needs. Even if you're a stylist, a braider, a kitchen-tician, however you want to put it, I got it on there for you. If you're doing your own hair, make sure you go on there and order any hair products that you might need. Again, thank you so much for tuning into the Hair Day Empire show. Tomorrow's a new day. I love you guys. Brandon, anything you want to say to the listeners before we go?
Thank you for listening. And I hope you guys like my freestyle. And go check out my mom's hair page because I know some of your friends' head is nappy and y'all hair be nappy sometimes.
Right. Support your girl. Support your girl on Hair Day Empire. Go check out my Facebook, my Instagram page at Hair Day Empire, and my Facebook page is Hair Day Empire. I'll see you guys soon.